Hi guys, this is Greg Doyle for Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. Prediction time. Fight I want to talk to you guys about takes place Saturday, the 5th of June. It's a heavyweight contest and it is between Daniel Dubois, who is 15-1, and he takes on Bogdan Dinu, who is 20-2. First of all guys, thank you so much for coming back and tuning into another video. In these videos, as always, I will give you a brief background into both guys' careers. I will give you my keys to victory. Finally, I will give you my prediction. So, let's start off with Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is 15-1. Very good UK prospect is Daniel Dubois. Done everything perfect in his career almost, up until his last fight, where he dropped a 10-round stoppage loss to Joe Joyce. Came in for a bit of heat in that fight because a lot of people will say he quit, when it turned out that he had a really serious fracture to his eye. I believe it was a left jab he went down from at the end of the fight, and you know, Daniel Dubois is a brave boy and I don't think that he would have taken that knee for nothing. I've heard from guys like Kell Brook, lots of fighters, I think even Paulie Malignaggi had a similar injury when he fought Miguel Cotto, and it's supposed to be one of these really bizarre injuries where it's a strange feeling and you just know something is really, really wrong. But as I say, up until that fight, Daniel Dubois has walked through everybody, basically stopping everyone aside from Kevin Johnson. He's got the stoppage win over Nathan Gorman, Kayataru Fujimoto. He's got the stoppage win over Ricardo Snijders, which was a very dominant performance. But I suppose the first time that he stepped up, which was Joe Joyce, and I actually thought Daniel Dubois may beat Joe Joyce in that fight. I just thought Joyce wasn't looking great coming into the fight. He had a few patchy performances. He was starting to look a little old, but he's a very, very experienced, good fighter, is Joe Joyce. What will be very interesting is to see how Daniel Dubois does now that he's teamed up with Shane McGuigan. It'll be an interesting matchup between the two of them to see what Shane can change in Daniel Dubois and kind of get the best out of him. But as I say, Daniel Dubois takes on Bogdan Dinu. Bogdan Dinu, who is 20-2. He's not had a lot of notable fights in his career. Bogdan Dinu, the two ones that he's had, he's lost them by stoppage. First of all to Jarrell Miller, who we know was penciled in to fight Anthony Joshua in this country before the drugs scandal, and he's also got the stoppage loss to Anthony Joshua victim Kubrat Pulev. Kubrat Pulev, very good fighter. I've always rated Kubrat Pulev. He only loses to basically the elite, and I believe that's the way that he'll be the whole way through his career. But Bogdan Dinu, he's a decent fighter. He has a bit of power, but he's just like your big, rugged heavyweight where he's looking to lean on you, throw shots on the inside, etc., and wear you down. So, interesting matchup of styles ahead of next Saturday. But guys, if I can go over and go on to keys to victory, for Daniel Dubois, I think he needs to keep the fight long, throw a nice hard 1-2 right down the middle. I don't think he's going to need to do anything spectacular to better Bogdan Dinu. I think he just needs to stick to the basics well, show little bits of what he's learned from Shane McGuigan in the short time that they've been together. And you know, it's really up to him if he wants to try and take Bogdan Dinu out early or try and get some rounds under his belt, build his confidence. We don't know if the eye's going to come into it, how he's going to feel confidence-wise, etc. So for me, he just needs a hard 1-2 down the middle. Look for openings in Dinu's defence and yeah, look to take him out as Daniel Dubois always does. Keys to victory for Bogdan Dinu. I think that he has to rough Daniel Dubois up on the inside. Boxing is a brutal sport, so I believe he needs to target that eye, see if there's any demons with Daniel Dubois, and just really give him a hard night's work and try and take the fight as long as he can and go to work on that eye and see if he can dent Dubois' confidence and maybe drain him in the fight and see if he can come on strong. But guys, over and on to prediction time. You know, the most interesting part in this fight is, what is Daniel Dubois going to be like after this eye injury? What is he going to be like after the hookup with Shane McGuigan that he now has? It's a really, really fascinating one to see for a number of reasons. He's made a positive switch in Shane McGuigan, but what impact will the eye have on the fight as well? Has it fully repaired? Has he recovered confidence-wise from the Joe Joyce fight? I believe that he will have, and I believe that he knocks out Bogdan Dinu. I just think that he's got a lot of raw talent. He's a young guy, punches extremely hard for a heavyweight. I believe Shane McGuigan said he's the hardest puncher he's ever took on the pads, which is to be expected, I suppose, because he's a big, massive heavyweight. But I just see Daniel Dubois stopping Bogdan Dinu and doing it in relatively easy fashion. He may ease into the fight for a round or so, see how he feels about the eye, and then I can see him landing power shots and taking Bogdan Dinu out whenever he feels like it. So guys, my prediction for Daniel Dubois, Bogdan Dinu, is for Daniel Dubois to knock out Bogdan Dinu. Guys, Greg Doyle, Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. Please subscribe down below. Check out all of our social platforms. I will be back to speak to you guys again soon. Take care. Thank you.